It's been so long. It's been so long since I've streamed anything. Mega Man, Celeste, fucking platformer mode, GD, what have you, but recently I've been overtaken by an urge to just knock out at least one more really, really hard thing. Maybe my last hard video game grind, or like new hardest video game grind ever. I don't really know if that's gonna be what this is, but if it is, I mean, it works for me because I've been thinking about this so much for the past like 2 years. The idea of doing this in some capacity has been like calling out to me, basically, for a while now. Honestly, it might have been since I just played the game the first time. Like, originally, I just wanted to, do the game, single segment of it in any capacity, like with weapons, spamming weapons, actually trying to do it clean to some extent, whatever. But now, after just sitting on it, I kind of want like a very, very big grind, and I think that's what this is gonna be. I think this is gonna be my magnum opus. Rockman 2, Basic Master 1.2, without getting hit, while only using the Buster. That is the absolute ultimate goal of this. I don't know if that's reasonable. I don't know if I'm gonna have to like readjust what I'm trying to do with this. I don't know if I'm gonna have to like pivot to like shortening the scope of the grind or anything. But that is ultimately what I want from this. That is my end goal. Now I just gotta do some settings real quick so that things can actually work. Like reconnect my Twitch. So that's my actual current thing, and I'm just gonna have the purple status so that people can be like, oh, Kaiko stream. There hasn't been one of those in a minute, you know? Okay, purple thing. Okay. Don't know if I'm gonna have a chat during this at all, but this is kind of just stuff for fun, trying to get my feet wet again, sort of thing. So I don't really care that much. Let's get going. I'm just gonna go in, I'm just gonna go clockwise from top left. I don't know what route I'm gonna do, since this is a Buster only, it doesn't really matter that much. I'll probably just swap it between days. I already have a couple of the bosses in this game, Oh, there goes the one-tap dreams. There goes the one-tap dreams. I've already got a couple bosses in this, boss really know it. Like, before this, I did, Tornado Man, Ring Man, and, the Wily 3 boss. Like, just screwing around, trying to do those individually. And then while I was, like, replaying this game today to warm up and everything, I did Snake Man of it. So I already, it's not like, it's completely like diving into this head first. But I'm like actually gonna try and like take this seriously. To some extent. This might end up becoming my forever guide. I don't know how that's gonna work with, school and eventually uni, because I don't see myself getting this done before uni starts. But, like, it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. I have absolutely no clue if, like, the version of this grind that I'm doing on day 1 is even gonna be what I'm doing the full way through, because I don't know if what I'm doing is even, like, humanly viable. I don't know if it's humanly viable. No headbuster really this entire game. Primarily because of Wily 6. Primarily because of Wily 6. Wily 6 is, like, the big point of contention. My first, like, short-term goal is just to be able to deathless the game. I don't know how hard that's gonna be, but... I mean... I don't think it's gonna be that hard. Like, I don't see it taking more than, like, a couple attempts of just relearning the game. And then once I figure out where the problem points are gonna be, I'm gonna start practicing, like, backwards. Even when they're not RNG, I'm still just treating them like they're MM1 guys. I have trauma. Can you tell? Side note, I have no idea how long this run is gonna end up being, like a successful attempt of it. I'm thinking probably like 50 minutes? That sounds about right. Like 50 minutes to an hour for a clear. Dream of getting one segment out of Zen. This is probably gonna be the easiest stage in the run, honestly. Segment fight is very consistent, and this stage doesn't seem like it has... Like, none of the stages really seem like they're gonna have too many choke points once you know what you're doing, but, like, this one feels like it's the easiest to, like, eliminate all of everything that could, like, even slightly be a problem spot. You know? Oh, I forgot you have to. Can you tell it's been a bit? Can you tell it's been a bit? since I've done the stages of this game. It's been a bit. That doesn't get over it? I hesitated. Ideally, we're pretty quickly gonna get to a point where the stages are basically a non-factor, aside from like a couple choke points, maybe. That snake attack is like the only scary part of this fight. It's a lot scarier in your corner. That's gonna be like the biggest. That's gonna be the biggest thing, just figuring out how to make sure that you're actually able to. Hi Luna! Hi Luna! I can just do this. I can just do this. This is a thing I'm capable of. Girl who is shocked by the prospect of me being able to play Rockman 2 Basic Master 1.2 in any capacity. Oh, is it not working? Did this chat overlay just like... I swear, last time I streamed it was like... Does this just not work anymore? Do I have to find a new one? I see. Me or the, like, is it game audio or is it my mic? That's loud. I just wanted to find levels where it's, okay. Is that better? Okay. I just wanted to find levels that, where my voice just doesn't instantly get overpowered by the game. Because I swear, every single time I try and record something on OBS, my mic is just infinitely quieter than it needs to be for me to actually be able to be, like, heard at all. I think that's the strat for that. The big enemies are gonna be, like, probably the biggest, like, learning curves for the stages. Just trying to figure out how to deal with them. Because a lot of their placements are, like, it's, a lot of their placements are in spots where it's... I'm trying to think. They're placed in spots where it's hard to take care of them in a way where they're not just gonna, like, take care of them safely in a way where they're not just gonna instantly respawn. Like, staying a safe distance away and making sure they're not, you're not far enough from their spawn point that they're just gonna respawn when you get back there. It's probably gonna take a lot of movement. It's not like Mega Man 1 where you don't really need to finesse big eyes, you just have to, like, mash and pray, basically. Or, like, you finesse big eyes in that game, but, like, not in the same way. Because it's just a straight-up luck check. Side note, this has reminded me that it's probably gonna, like... I'm probably gonna go insane in playing the stages over this grind. Because the stages are, like, infinitely easier. Oh. Dodged. I just forgot there was 4 of them there. Genuinely, I think the entire reason I decided to start, like, actually, like, get off my ass and start doing this is because of, I think genuinely it was because of watching a news stream the other day, where she was talking about whatever that one Sophie map is, that's, like, FC Golden is gonna be, like, a tier 22, or whatever. And then that just, like, made me realize I need to just pop my ult, so to speak. I need to pop the grind that's gonna be, like, the thing that is the end of everything. Because I can't back this up because I haven't done, Mega Man 3 at all, but I could genuinely see this being, like, the hardest, like, full game Mega Man no-hit ever, if it actually ends up being, like, humanly viable at all. Also, Deathless is dead. Unfortunate. Apparently this fight is really easy, I just don't know the pattern for it. Okay, so my goal for this stream was just beat the game, but, like, I just lost the dinner roll RNG, and now we're, like, probably getting dinner way earlier than I thought we were going to, so, like... And, like, I don't wanna take a dinner break for one, and also... I still got classwork to get done tonight. And I don't think it would be, like, responsible to, like, put this over classwork. That's probably going to be the biggest, like, point of contention for this grind, just, like, figuring out how to partition my time. And, like, is this the main thing I want to, like, put all my non-school time into? Or do I just want to, like, do other chill stuff? I think that's going to be the big thing. I don't think I'm gonna have a schedule for when I, like, start stream. It's just gonna be whenever I feel like it. Because I don't think hi Pixel. I don't think I'm gonna have, like, a schedule for this, because, like, I've just got too much stuff going on. It'll probably just be, like, whenever I get home from school, realistically. Like, whenever I get home from school and feel like doing it. I have not streamed since, like, March of 2024, I think. And that was, like, a one-time after, like, an extended break. My most active stream time was, like, 2022, I think. Going for a Mega Man 1 no-hit. Which is way easier than this. And it took me, like, 100 hours. That's the hardest thing I've ever done in a video game. So, like, this is probably gonna take a while. I'm probably just gonna go slab mode on it. Where I just play it whenever I feel like playing it, and then when I don't feel like playing it, I just don't. Like I said, this is just kind of the forever grind, probably. And the thing is, I don't even know if, like, the grind that I'm proposing is, I just started this. It's yesterday was kind of a day zero, because, like, really late at night, I was just, like, booted up Dystopia and decided to start, like, replaying this hack. Buster only, just to, like, remember how everything works. I already have, like, some pretty minuscule progress just from screwing around. Like, I think I have, like, 4 of the bosses in this game done no-hit Buster only. And this game is, like, basically all boss fights. Like, the stages are not that hard. It's just, like, a boss fight hack with extra steps, basically. This is probably, like, it's either gonna be, like, the second hardest or the hardest Robot Master fight, I'm guessing, to do consistently. Primarily because of the I-bomb attack. The ROM hack scene is, like, very small. Especially for, like, it's small already, but there's a couple hacks that are, like, that get, like, a disproportionate amount of attention, and then everything else is, like, you gotta be in the know to know, basically. This is one of those. This version of it came out in 2021? I forget when the original version of it came out. Might have been like 2017 or something. Okay, this stage of the maze, I forget what I'm doing. I forget how to actually move through it, so, like, bleh, I guess. think you go down at the start? I think I guessed wrong. Worst comes to worst, I just look up a walkthrough. Yeah, I have no clue what I'm doing, I'm gonna be honest. It loops very easily. You go down, actually? Okay, yeah, I think you do go down. And then actually make that jump, ideally, but... do it. Bye, Pixel. Thanks for showing up. It's gonna be funny how much of this grind is, like, only gonna be Celeste people watching, despite them having no idea what they're watching. Or, like, no one's really gonna have an idea what they're watching, to be fair. Because, like, I don't, like, no one else does this. No one else does this, basically. Okay, I remember this part. I think you go up that ladder and then go... No, is that a different ladder that you do that with? I think I'm, like, close to the end of this, this maze section, at least. I know somewhere... Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I know somewhere in the maze you have to, like, go up a ladder and then go down the same ladder because going down takes you to a different portion of the level than going up does. I don't know, man. I just work here. Also, I gotta fix that, the chat overlay. Oh, wait, I know why the chat overlay is broken. It's not... I know why the chat overlay is broken. I made it when, my username was not what it is now. That's why it's broken. That is why my chat overlay is broken. I gotta fix that. How do I fix that, actually? Edit. Can I? Can I fix that? I'll check if this, like, does anything. Okay, yeah, I think the issue is just it still thinks my username is just Cacophony instead of what it actually is. Can I create a new overlay? I don't think it's gonna work because I don't know how to tell it that my username isn't that anymore. I'll just save that for next stream, honestly. Yeah, I'm just gonna save fixing it for next stream. That's gonna be fun. I'm probably gonna lose like at least one attempt to that. Just mistiming it. Okay, what do you do here again? Is this the one where you go up and go down? Or go down and go up or something? Okay, I think it's coming back to me. I think it's coming back to me. That's what I was thinking of. This is the room where you go down and then up again, and it takes you to a different part. I don't think that's happening. I don't think Basic Master 1.2 is getting the use for that. I don't even know who would do a doc on this besides me if I become like a massive, if I get like a massive ego over this. I think that's the only, like, real, like, plausible thing. Maybe I do stream highlights of this or something. but like I don't have that much of an audience. Besides just Celeste friends, so like, yeah. This was probably the easiest Robot Master fight in the game, honestly. I say, like, forgetting the strat I learned for it. Rockman is easier? Many are saying this. Many are saying this. I'm just gonna... I don't know what bit that's supposed to be. Yeah, I just like cobbled this together in like an hour or two. I cobbled together all my new like stream stuff. Oh, that's what you do, yeah. This fight would be way harder if Flame Man didn't jump to the other end of the arena to do the flame pillars. Because basically you could just like corner camp him. Because you're like never in danger of that being in like a bad situation and just corner camping here. Well, you're never in danger if you're actually good at the game. I'm washed. I was making this fight look like complete piss last night. I promise. I promise. Yeah, I'll make everything look not scuffed probably tomorrow. Assuming I have the energy for that. That's also gonna be another thing. Just having the energy to do what's probably gonna be my final video game artist, while also doing school stuff. Like when I was doing Mega Man 1, I was in like freshman year of high school. So like the workload was not that intense. Now I'm like, you know, everything, all of the everything, and then probably like a 95% chance this grind isn't done by the time I'm moving into Unity. Oh, I forgot he re-heals with pink attack. But like, yeah, 95% chance this grind is still going by the time I'm in Unity and everything. So I'm gonna have to figure out how that's all gonna work. Okay, I just saw the thing, you damn. Why is it putting the Google Doc link all on a why is the Google Doc link all on like a single line? Why is it not just like why is it not just automatically doing the line breaks in a way where it's not gonna spread? That's like, what are you doing, man? This stage is probably gonna be like this is probably gonna be the most boring actual stage of the run. And then it's gonna have like top 3 hardest Robot Master fight. The 3 Robot Master fights that I'm worried about to some extent are Gemini, Tornado, and Stone from like least to most worried. Those are all the ones that are gonna be like run killers, I think. I've already done Tornado Man no hit, but it took a while, and also I don't know how to like get myself into winning situations in that like consistently, I guess is how I would describe it. Or more accurately, I don't know how to avoid losing situations consistently. Because there are some situations where like you can get put into them, like you can get cornered, like dive bomb attack really complicates a lot of things in that fight. Like a lot of things. think I'm just gonna end stream whenever dinner comes, honestly. I would love to be able to, like, stream for longer, but, no. But the clone isn't that bad. This is his worst attack by far, the wall kick spread shot. That is by far the attack I'm most worried about. Maybe of any Robot Master, actually. Like, just being able to consistently dodge that one. And, like, be in a situation, or just not being in a situation where it's bad to dodge. Yeah. Lived on a pixel. This is probably the Robot Master stage and boss that I'm most worried about. Because your move speed is, the move speed is increased, so it basically just plays like Burst Chaser, except without slides, so more like Speed Bomber, even though Speed Bomber wasn't out yet. Like, none of the stages are really that concerning in this game, is the thing. That's, like, people's main complaint with this game. The stages are, like, completely pissed compared to the bosses. So it's just, like, hallway and then boss fight. I think they're probably harder to no-hit than they are... Like, they're harder in a no-hit than they are in a casual playthrough relative to the bosses, I think, but... Like, the bosses are still, like, 95% of the difficulty of this, I'm guessing. I don't think there's gonna be, like, many major, stage choke points. I would not be surprised if I end up having, like, an extended crash out over the fact that this game has stages and isn't just a boss rush at some point during this grind. I would not be surprised if that happens. Like, at all. Alright, soon, man. This is like a very spacing heavy fight, I think. Like, I think you generally want to, like, hold the corner against him to some extent. But also, that's not always, like, viable. Like, holding the corner makes dash punch, like, trivial. And also it makes the boxes trivial, but you can't always be in the corner. Because of the stones on the ascending attack. Girl who jumps into dash punch. Like, this is probably going to be the biggest one killer in 8 Robo. Does jumping make it so that you could, like, dodge that, actually? If so, that might actually be really useful for, Okay, no, it doesn't. You still have to actually be good at spacing to get corner. Or, not even spacing, it's just general positioning. Like, be able to get yourself into good positioning consistently. That's mostly what this fight tests. And also being able to adapt when you're not in, like, perfect positioning. Am I not? I forgot how many extra lives this game gives you. I was like, am I about to game over? I have 5 extra lives. You're fine. You're fine. Yeah, if you're in the corner, you want to destroy the first box, but... Oh, also being in the corner is really bad if you're, like, being in the corner is good for one dash punch, it's very bad for double dash punch, because, or like, at certain ranges it is. Because double dash punch, if he's really close to you, you can get clipped by it, like at the start. Okay, beat Stoneman. Stoneman is probably gonna be, it's either gonna be, like, a really fun fight, or it's just gonna completely, like, rage bait me every session. I don't think there's an in-between. Says that again. Girl who rocks, girl who rocks, girl who rocks. Is this anything? Is this anything? This is inevitably gonna be really, like, a really funny, like, if I end up, like, getting a proper community from this that's not just, like, pre-existing friends, it's gonna be really funny, like, for the first, like, however long of this grind when this chat is, like, it's just gonna be a split between, like, Celeste community friends and, just actual Mega Man Raw Hack players, which is, like, a tiny community, by contrast. And also has completely different demographics. So I'm just gonna be in, like, Celeste chatter mode, and then you're like a Mega Man ROM hack player is gonna come in and be like, yo, good luck or whatever, and I'm gonna have to, like, completely change the vibe of the stream, so that's not extremely off-putting, unless you already know me personally. Like, if you're only here to watch somebody no-hit Basic Master 1.2. Yo, Rob, thanks for the good luck. You are, like, the main person I had in mind, for the record. And this is gonna take a while. This is gonna take a while, so, like, who knows, maybe we're gonna... Yeah, my goal is, like, the first couple streams are gonna be, like, scouting out if it's even, like, viable at all, is the goal, and then, if I'm like, yeah, I don't think this is viable because of, like, Wily 6 or whatever, I'll probably just, like, I'll either, like, move it to only be 8 robots, or, I'll just do the full game, like, any percent with weapons. I don't know which I'm gonna do. I'm not super keen on any percent just because of how powerful the weapons are in this game. I feel like it would kind of be, like, nullifying a lot of the boss difficulty. But, like, we'll get there when we get there, you know? This boss takes a while for you to, like, remember how to do it. It's coming back to me now, though. Like, hold the direction right after, the Blade Rain stops. I have a full game no-hit on Mega Man 1, but, like, this is obviously a much harder category to no-hit than Mega Man 1. Okay, first try it. I might end up, like, speedrunning this category, just, like, as an aside, or if I'm just, like, I want to play this, but I don't want to grind it seriously, I'll just do some, like, fast attempts for funsies, you know? That might be, like, a good, that might be good. My first, like, short-term goal with this is, like, no deaths, no E-tanks. Just, like, that's, like, the first thing I'm gonna try and do. Seriously. I think. That, or just doing every stage individually. Wily 5 and Wily 6 are gonna suck for that, I already know. Oh. I don't feel like figuring out how to deal with that without getting hit. I'm sorry. Yeah, baseline is something that I was trying to like, wrap my head around earlier today, like, off-stream. That's probably the fight that I'm, like, second most worried about besides, Wily Machine. But I feel like it's, like, easier to imagine that getting consistent than Wily Machine. It just feels very, like, positioning dependent, I think. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Shield attack on phase 3, like walking shield attack. That feels like it's gonna be like, that's gonna be the thing that decides whether or not I like fully go through with this, I'm gonna be honest. Like, depending on like if I can find out a way to get through it most of the time. But that one. This is probably the scariest, like, early, Wily boss for me, I think. Like, I'm not that worried with Wily 2 or Wily 3 boss. Wily 3, I just got bored one day and decided to do it Buster only no hit. And I think it took, like, it took probably, like, an hour the first time, but it seems like a lot more consistent than a lot of other fights that would, like, take an hour for the first time. And also, I don't really do... I'm still not super versed with ROM hack stuff. Yo, hobo. Yeah. That's gonna be, like, the thing with enemies in general in this game. They're not as... They don't seem, like, hard as much as just, like, weird in terms of their placements. Oh, pfft. I was worried if that... I thought that might have, like, double killed, but I just die out, right? Sure. Yeah, no hit is, I'll probably, like, look over your run just to see if anything can, like, be applied. And also because, like, there's not that much to learn off of for this game. Or, like, most ROM hacks, really. This is kind of like an untapped market. You have, like, a couple, like, boss rush videos, but that's really it. I think this is just gonna be something you have to, like, feel out the nuance of a lot. Again? I think this fight just hates me. That's the conclusion. I'll probably find out, like, safer strats for this down the road. I assume staying up top is probably gonna be... Like, staying up top is probably gonna be involved in the end, like, safe strat. Like, not even trying to go down for extra hits. Yep. That's kinda That's kind of the extent of it. I do hope this ends up becoming more of a thing eventually, though. Just like Mega Man, like full game no-hits in general. I've only seen like a couple people really like seriously try it for more than like one game. And most of them are like, it's not really their main thing. They just like do challenge runs in general, and then they thought that would be like a fun one to do, rather than like, this is my entire shtick, this is all I do. Also, I got it, nice. Like, you have Clear Tonic, you have Game Champ, and then I think, like, Slackinator's been going through a couple of them. Like, I think he got Rockman 2 fairly recently. But that's kind of just, like, there's not really, like, a proper community for it. It's just a lot of people all doing it, like, on their own, and then just, like, scouring YouTube or, like, getting in the lab for strats. I think doing this on emulator is gonna make it like a lot less of a headache, just because it's easier to just make like entire folders of save states for different stages and different attacks and whatnot. That was really helpful when I was doing Mega Man 1. Like, you just like make a folder of states for each stage, and then like practice what you gotta practice. Yeah. Oh, unfortunate. Yeah. It's the kind of thing where, like, as someone who, like, most of the stuff I've grinded seriously has save state practice, it's kind of a thing where, like, it's hard to imagine it, like, not being a thing, but, like, I respect a lot of people who go for, like, full game no-hits on a, like, Legacy Collection and whatnot. Just because there's, like, you only get, like, one save state slot on that. Again? I gotta, like, slow down there. I gotta slow down there. But yeah, only, like, one save state slot does make it a lot harder to get, like, meaningful practice. I owe you. That's the mode, this is streamer mode. Okay, I didn't get hit to that a third time. So, yeah, I forgot. You gotta go up here. Below, it's just an E-tank. Oh, I misremembered. I thought it'd be like an E-tank this route, and then you go up there to actually go the main route. Okay, 1v2 fight. This one just seems learny more than anything. I mean, all devil fights are kind of learny, but this one, mostly it seems learny just because of, like, the way the eye comes out. Ooh, that could be cool, yeah. Like, trying to figure out how to actually consistently, like, remember how to dodge all of the, like, the comeback attacks. That. Like, remembering what corresponds to what, and also how to dodge what. Yeah, check on this fight, it was ill-advised. The one where it leaves out... Yeah, the one where it leaves out the top is the one that I'm most worried about. Being able to dodge consistently. It seems like manageable enough once you get there, but it also seems very easy to like mess up the spacing. Out of Wily 2 at least. I also kind of forget they're out here in all honesty. Yeah, it's dead because of, I made it before I changed my Twitch username. So it's still like pulling from that username, even though it's not what my actual username is anymore. I also, Rob, before you ask about my username, I got paid $30 for this. Like, a Celeste community friend was like, how much do I have to pay you to make this your username for, like... Originally it was 2 months, and then I remembered that you can't change your username back to what it originally was for, like, 6 months. So I just decided to, like, stick with it, because it's funny. So that's why I'm Girl Slut, in case you were wondering. I would consider, like, keeping it around long term if it wasn't, like, moderately annoying. Because, like, I don't want people calling me that unless we, like, know each other decently well. So, like, yeah. Glad you understand, man. It's just kind of the thing that, like, usually gets questioned, you know? I'll probably just start using tanks to, like, make sure I can finish the run in a reasonable amount of time on, like, Wily 4 or Wily 5. How many tanks am I at right now? I'm at 3, I should be fine. This fight is honestly really fun. Like, I liked just kind of screwing around on it whenever I got bored. Yeah, I know that, yeah, it's 100% Buster onlyable. I'm just a bit on the fence about if it's, like, getting consistent at Wily 6 enough is viable to do it with nerves. That's, like, the crux of it. Gotta take care of that when the run's over. Or not when the run's over, when the stage is over. I forgot they still do that, honestly. I forgot that was still a thing. I'm saying. Okay. Band. I should probably add mods. That would be a good idea. I just don't know who's gonna be at this stream on a regular basis once it's like once it's in the swing of things. Because, like, I don't think I'm gonna I don't think I'm at the point where moderating is going to require a lot of, like, tough decisions. I think it's just going to be, like, ban bots, ban people who are, like, obviously just being assholes, that sort of thing. I don't think I'm gonna have, like, a set schedule. It's probably just gonna be, like, whenever I get home from classes. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe until, like, 5 p.m.? Just spitballing here. So I noted it feels like way later than 6 p.m. right now, I don't know why. Oh. Okay, that's like weird. These drill enemies are probably going to be really annoying. They're not even enemies, they're just like stage hazards. Yeah, that'll do it. I think I get home closer to like 2:30 anyway, but like that's like not really much of a difference, I imagine. Okay, second hardest fight in the game. This fight is probably going to be really fun when you get consistent at it. Okay, I messed up my strat. My strat for the teleport attack is for the last two. I want to, like, jump so that he's, like, teleporting in the air, or he does the next punch in the air. Yeah, like I said, this is probably the second hardest fight in the game. Like, I want him to do that attack in the air, and also I want him to be far away when he does the, like, big spread shot. Yeah, you don't have, like, a slide or anything, because it's Mega Man 2. Oh. How many lives am I at right now? How many attacks? 2 lives, I should be fine. I don't know how any of this is gonna. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this in like 100 hours of grinding down the line. Is the thing. Like probably the thing is probably every single boss in this game is harder than like the hardest boss in Mega Man 1. To know it. And that grind took me like 100 hours. Granted, I am like much better at Mega Man now than I was back then, but like, you know? Oh, jumped again, didn't need to. You don't want to be too close to the, I think you want to stay in the center generally? So that if he does the, like the flashing blue attack, you're fine, and then also if he does the spread attack, you're fine. Okay. Second try. Oh. Okay, BRB is over, hold on. Let me unpause the timer. The practice timer. Okay. Why does it look like that now? What? I guess we'll just take it. I guess we'll just tank the, it being bugged now. I'm kind of surprised I was out of dash punch range, honestly. Okay, that was a... Oh, let me check dams. That's messed up. That's messed up. That's messed up. That's messed up. I've gone from the one who tells Parrot to check DMs on stream every 5 seconds to being the one whose DMs are being told to be checked. How the roles reverse. Dive bomb attack is so hard. I think dive bomb attack is probably the single hardest, like, robot master attack in the game. Because also it, like, makes other situations more difficult just by virtue of existing, because it throws off your positioning. Because it's the kind of attack where you kind of just have to dodge it however you dodge it. But it can also make the, like, the floor gyro way closer to the corner than you want it to be. There's probably a way to, like, manipulate it so that it never is that, like, close to the corner. Or, like, you could probably find a way to... Hi, Vera! I haven't streamed in, like, so long. It does nothing because my old username, it's still tied to my old username. And I don't think this chat overlay thing works if you, I don't think it lets you change the username that's being, that it's sourced from. So, basically I'm just screwed until I figure out how to fix it. Or better yet, I just get a new overlay. Because even if I log into my Twitch account, it's still doing, even if I log into my Twitch account, it's still just thinks my username is Cacophony. It doesn't have the Yelly Girl slot part. This is actually a really good Gemini fight, holy. I was so worried that he was gonna do a spread shot. Actually, spread shot might not even be that bad if he does it. If it's specifically when he's like already like just dropping down. If he like just dropping down, spread shot walk doesn't seem that scary. If he's not in the center of the arena, spread shot walk is a lot more scary. I'm so good at this game. I'm so good at this game. Okay, thank God that's immediately where the checkpoint is. Also, for the record, this is probably gonna end up being my forever grind. I think that's what this is gonna be. Oh, was holding the direction too early. This attack is like something that you have to like feel out the rhythm of every time you play it, I feel. Like you have to re-remember the rhythm. Once you get that rhythm, it's fine. It's just kind of like figuring out what it wants you to do to dodge everything. Because it's like really disorienting to play the first time. Or like not even the first time, it's really disorienting to play until you realize what dodges what. Okay, I think that's... Is that always high-low? I think it's always high-low. Oh, there's probably a tell for if it's, what's high and what's low, like an audio cue. Okay, I think... Is it like Morse code? It might be Morse code. Oh my god! W parallels? W parallels. Okay, I thought I was gonna die there. Okay, thank god the L tank is right there. Can you chill out, man? Can you chill out? Jesus! That's actually gonna be one of the hardest rooms of the game, honestly. That like double slide room is gonna be so hard. It's not like you can like just shoot your Mega Buster to freeze that spine like you can with most spine. You actively have to just dodge it. Like shooting it doesn't do anything. This fight is really fun, honestly. I could probably get better strats for the ring spawn. W Omega Autism Minecraft mod pack. Girl who does not know anything about modded Minecraft. Besides nominally being aware of Divine Journey 2 and GTNH. Yeah, it's autism. Autism mode activate. I should stream this during modcast. Ignore the part where, like, I am not going to be able to be on modcast long enough to get meaningful progress in, probably. And also the part where it would, like, screw up my day count. Honestly, it might be worth it to try and, like, go for shots there. Just to speed up the fight. I think it's the kind of thing where, like... anything that can make the fight faster, that's not risky, is something you should probably learn just so you can get more attempts. Okay, Mega Man 2 posse. I don't think this fight is that bad. Bubble Man is probably the scariest out of everything so far. Is Flash Man just like a complete bum in this? Or what? Yeah, this fight doesn't look too bad, guys. Talking about modcast and the ugly girl flop cacophony to its stream, I can't. All she wants. All I want if it was written by Vera Artemis. Oh. It's your modcast. James Murphy, he was a 16-year-old transgender lesbian from Australia. Oh. That seems like a very Airman seems very annoying to dodge if you're not, like... Airman on second cycle seems annoying to dodge, not on first cycle. First cycle seems pretty fine. I think I could still beat this game overless if I decide to start using tanks. Which, just in general, I don't like using tanks in Mega Man games, but, like... I don't want to take too long on this. And also, I like game overs less than I just like tanks. Yeah, Flashman just seems kind of worthless in this fight. Okay, palm tank. Oh, you don't even have the, I forgot you don't even have the sound in this game. You just pop it and you pop it. Are we gonna need 2 tanks on this? I'm just gonna pop another tank for safety. You probably get tanks in Wily 6 anyway. Okay, Wily 5 done. This fight seems like the kind of thing where it's like... You take like 30 minutes to learn each individual like part of it, and then you just like never die to it. It kind of seems like choke fodder after actual Wily 5, which is the refights. And now we have the thing that's like, I'm not sure if this is RTA viable or not. Final boss. Girl who gets hit by the force beams in Basic Master 1.2 Wily 6. Dude, I'm imagining losing a run to fucking force beams in this level, and I'm just like, dude, you would not be hearing from me for like months. Years even. I would have to like go live in the woods for an extended period after that. Oh, this looks really scary. Actually, no it doesn't. It looks fine. I just saw Pippies and Yoku blocks in the same thing, and I started freaking out. Just on principle, and then I realized, no, it's fine, you're fine. Yeah, I'm not gonna use tanks this first attempt. I'm probably just gonna end stream after this, honestly. Or maybe I go until like 7 or something. Oh. Girl who dies to phase 1 of Basic Master Wily Machine. I don't know if you maintain tanks after dying in this game. I don't remember if it works like that or not. I know in like base Mega Man 2 it doesn't, but also Tatsu changes like vanilla mechanics all the time in attacks. Would you have to run under him for like the charge? Oh, that's really scary. You have to run under him for, like, wall explosion. I'm gonna have, like, names for every single attack in the game by the time this grind is, like, 20% done. This phase looks goofy, honestly. I didn't play Wily 6 last night. I didn't play Wily 5 or Wily 6 last night, so that's why I'm just completely horrible at this. I kinda just glossed over, Wily Machine besides Phase 3 when I was, like, looking over pre-existing, like, individual boss no-hits. I just wanted to check if, I just wanted to make sure it was, like, even slightly RTA viable to no damage buster on the final boss. No game number is done. Vera, what is your problem? Vera, you gotta lock in. You gotta lock in. Also, I was talking about this earlier before you got here, but these streams are gonna be really funny because it's all, like, Celeste community friends, and then, like, a couple of, like, the actual, like, Western ROM hack community, which is probably, like, 10 people who, like, actively play hacks beyond just, like, minus Infinity and Voyage, and, like, maybe no Constancy. Like, there's barely anyone, like, actively playing a lot of, like, deep in the Mega Man ROM hack shit. Or, like, at least is, like a public figure in the community. You know? It's just, like, a couple people, really. And they're all, like, grown adult cishet guys, so it's just, like, the one, so there's a 57-year-old woman here image. Oh, that's not... That actually is... I guess that's not, That's not solid. Why could I not think of the word solid for so long? That's not solid. So you can just jump up and you don't have to do a head hitter. That makes that a lot less scary. I just automatically do the head hitter there. It's just muscle memory from what from the, like, brief period I was trying to do Mega Man 2 no hit, I think. Because doing a head hitter there just makes it so that you don't, like, wrapping around it makes it so that you don't just bonk instantly. If you mess up the timing on that jump, if it's, like, actually a solid Yoku block. It's still not great, it's still risky, but it's less risky than, it's easier to, like, land on the original block, I feel, if that's This is the fight that kills you, but I didn't get to the phase that kills you. The phase that kills you is a final phase, which is when he's, like, out of the machine and it's just him. It's just Wily, like, by himself. That, like, upward arcing ball attack looks kind of scary, honestly. Also, this is just, like, a straight-up pattern. Yeah, being in position to dodge that seems scary. Phase 1 doesn't seem too bad, at least. I'm only getting thrashed because I'm, like, still learning it. This is just, like, what's it? How many deaths was Parade's Force 91? What was it, like 636 or something? Granted, that was after she got, like, Segment Golden, so it's not entirely accurate, but, like, you know. Phase 2 seems kind of scary, actually. There's a couple attacks where it might just be the play to, like, try and dodge rather than focusing on getting shots in. I always forget that attack. It looks like the rain's coming out from, like, where the like, canister is. It's not. It's coming out of, the direction is based on where Wily's facing. It's not based on, like, canister, like, shoot direction or anything. So because he's going to the left, the rain goes to the left. But it's very easy to forget that and think, oh, it, like, came out to the right, so it's going right, you know? I'm probably gonna game over again. I don't think I don't think I can do phase 3 good enough yet. I forgot I was already in, like, death range. I thought I was still, like, a hit or two away. I think this gives you, like, a full heal after. I'm pretty sure it gives you a full heal after you, like, before phase 3. Yeah, realistically, I don't see this grind taking less than, like, 250 hours. I'm gonna keep it $100 with you. Given that Mega Man 1 took me, like, 110 between attempts and practice, I don't think this, and I haven't gotten, like, I haven't done that much hard Mega Man stuff since then, and I've spent, like, 15, 20 hours on Rockman 2? Like, when I was trying to go for that, I don't see a world where this takes, like, less than, I don't see a world where this takes less than, like, bare minimum, like, 200 hours. And these are probably not going to be that long of sessions. Just, like, for practicality reasons. But, like, a forever grind taking along is a good thing, you know? I don't have any tanks? What the hell? I'm finished, man! Yeah, this is by far the hardest fight in the game. Base doesn't even, like, come close to this. Even though it is still very hard for, like, a one-phase, one-health bar fight. Do consistently. I think the Magnable Brightman might have helped at least a bit. Actually, maybe I should do, like, Magnable Brightman as, like a I still feel like streaming, but I don't want to do more Magman. I don't want to do more Basic Master. That might be good. I need something other than Mrao, because I'm not a furry, and therefore Mrao is, like, not in character for what to call that portion of the stream. I would just call it, like, shooting the shit, but, like, you can't put swear words in titles. Tragically. Because that is just kind of shooting the shit, you know? But I'm not a furry. Yeah. That's like a very bad impression. That's like a very bad Super Hot Fire impression. Yeah, if you put like a swear word in the title or go in live note, it just won't let it go through. 4 asterisks is crazy. I'm not about that life. I'm just a mere elevated spectator of furry art. I just think furry art kinda goes crazy, but I don't feel connected enough to it to call myself a furry, if you know what I mean. Yeah, just like something other. Like Basic Master 1.2, Day 1, currently other, and then whatever other is. Oh, that goes left. I'm gonna die to that in an attempt. I'm gonna die to forgetting that's what that the canister doesn't matter. That was a really sketchy raid pattern. Oh. Chat, should I think I'm gonna game over one more time and then mute game audio. He just like me! He just like me like 3 years ago, before the whole thing happened. It's crazy that the anniversary of that is like tomorrow. Of me realizing that's what I am. Or like, at least to some extent. Like, I didn't realize I was specifically this, I just realized I was not what I was before. November 24th, 2022, that's the day that the realization hit. And because of that, I am going to watch Funeral Parade of Roses tomorrow by Taiyo Matsumoto. No, Taiyo Matsumoto didn't do it. What was the fucking... Who directed Funeral Parade of Roses? Okay, I'm looking this up. Funeral Parade of Roses director... I just typed direct instead of director. Toshio Matsumoto. That's why I confused the two. That's why I confused the two. Matsumoto name that starts with T. I'm not that wrong for that. Taiyo Matsumoto was the guy who did the ping pong manga, for those of you who aren't aware, which is like everyone in this chat room, I'm guessing. All one. I only even remember the day because I just like wrote out to like my closest friends at the time that like, yo, this is what it is now. It's what it is. Yeah, realistically, I have no clue how long this is gonna take. Both because I don't know how often I'm gonna play it, and like, also I don't know, like, how hard it's actually gonna be. I could be like glazing it for like no reason, and it's not even that hard. Or like, it's gonna be my hardest thing still, but it's like not hard enough to like warrant the level of glaze I'm giving it. I really, like I said, why did they do that? Who does that benefit? As I was saying, like, I don't know if, this is gonna be, like, hard enough to be, like, a forever grind, or just, like, an extremely, like a normal, very long grind. I don't know if this is gonna be, like, a 90, or, like, Why did that get held by smart detection? Who does that benefit? What? Okay, I don't know how to do the final, like, go-around of that. Oh, I think I might have figured out how to do bouncing kind of consistently. But what was I even saying again? What was I saying again? Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna be like. I don't know how often I'm gonna play this, and I don't, because of that, I don't know if this is gonna be like a 90p grind or like a. Like, what's, like, a normal, very long grind that's, like, not a forever grind? I don't know if this is gonna be, like a fucking 90p or... I don't know, like a fucking... Like the Cole 71 grind. I guess. Where it's just something sentimental, but it doesn't take, it's just like a very like sentimental grind where you get a lot of progress. But it's not like you are expecting to be doing this for the rest of your days. You are like actively expecting it to come to an end at some point, you know? I should probably also like archive these some way. Make a mod show or something. $7 grind, it's true. Yeah, how do you do the final thing of Sine Wave? I think stay in the center is the best strat for bouncing. Did Sine... Okay, I think you just run under it, but like, how do you run under it consistently? Or do you have to like jump? Like, he doesn't go low at any point for you to jump over. Okay, chat, I'm gonna mute Dystopia for a second, and then I'm just gonna put music up. Also, I gotta open Chrome because my now playing thing is my now playing text is based off of like a Chrome extension that doesn't exist on Firefox. So let me just add that real quick. Okay, Spotify. I guess I should probably just like put something on that isn't gonna like insta-nuke the VOD. Like I said, it just doesn't, the extension just doesn't exist on Firefox.
I need to create a new instance and update my overlay link in OBS? No. No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Get ready to learn YouTube music, buddy. Get ready to learn just pulling up a YouTube video, buddy. What do I listen to? Oh, 2.5 hour long mock rock video. We're seated for that later tonight. We are putting that on for background noise. We. Do I just like put on like the Third Strike? No, I should put on that like Deltarune Third Strike mashup album if I want something that's not gonna insta get nuked by Yes, I want something that doesn't instantly get nuked by like actual copyright. Let's just let's make sure the audio levels aren't like this is infinite all of the volume. Let's just check. Is this good? Are the audio levels good right now? I forgot I actually muted the emulator for a second. I only have it muted because the only way to play like sound effects, no game audio, sound effects, no music, to my knowledge, requires a game GD code, but I don't know if that game GD code like messes with lag in any way. So I don't know if that's like I feel like getting rid of the music would like make lag less of a thing. So I feel like it might be like tampering with the game. So I don't want to use it. Just to be safe. Why is it so hard to not get hit by the first game? I don't know. I better not lose a run to... Oh wait, I just remembered. I'm not even going to be doing, I'm not going to be doing anything that would make the force beams harder to dodge because I'm not getting any collectibles because I'm doing a buster only no damage run. I don't need E-tanks, I don't need pickups, I don't need anything. Dude, if I get hit by that final Pippi, I'm just ending it all. If I get hit by that final Pippi, I am just quitting the game. Probably could have been done if I just didn't have to blow 2 tanks on Mega Man 2 Posse. Phase 1 is already starting to get not that bad, which is good. I'm already figuring out how to dodge upper balls. Yeah, bouncing, being in the corner is good until he randomly decides to, like, bounce in the corner the one time, or, like, bounce in the center one time. Not being in the corner for bouncing is bad, being in the corner. Being in the corner for bouncing is bad, being in the center of the arena is good, generally. But you can be in situations where it's bad to be in the center of the arena on bouncing. And I don't know how to, like, deal with that. And the annoying thing is gonna be it's gonna be hard to practice individual phases of phase 2, or like individual phases of this fight. Just because of how save states work, meaning that like if you save state right when you get the kill, you're always gonna have the same RNG. So I'm gonna have to state like right before I kill if I want to practice individual phases with different RNG. And not pigeonhole myself into thinking I'm always into just practicing against one RNG. Oh, is that how you dodge it? Do you, like, hug the corner for the end of it for the third, like, repetition of Sine Wave? Okay, you don't want to... Yeah, I think you just jump in the corner for the third, like, Sine Wave and go around. Yeah, stay at the center, and then go over to the corner, hug the right wall, hug the wall. That's consistent. That's good. That's a problem attack taken care of. So now, like, the main scary thing with phase 2 now is just bouncing. Okay, you do get a full health refill before phase 3. This is, like, the hard part of the run. This is the RNG attack. There is... When he stops is a complete guess. There is, like, no telegraph, and it's not, like, based on anything. It is just complete luck when he stops, and you have to guess what it is. That, like, walk with the shield attack. It's not as scary of an RNG check as I thought it was going to be, like, looking at playthroughs, but, like, the thing is, you have to go through multiple cycles of that RNG check attack. It's not like you have to pass the RNG check one time, you have to pass it multiple times. And if you miss it even just once and he stops when you jump over him, your run is dead, and it's like, there really wasn't anything you could do about it. That is, like, the main point of contention on whether or not this run is, like, humanly viable to get. Not on whether or not it's possible, but whether or not it is, like, reasonable to grind. Like, getting to phase 3 on nerves, playing phase 3 well enough to not get hit, and also not getting unlucky on phase 3 with nerves. There are ways to mitigate it, I think. I just don't know what they are yet. Up, facing right. Stay in the center. Go to the right wall. I'm gonna figure out, I'm gonna, like, set up different audio channels soon, so that I can stream, and then the VOD doesn't have. Like, I can stream. I can, like, put up copyrighted music when I'm practicing, and then I can. That killed. But, like, yeah, I'm gonna do that so I can stream and then have copyrighted music up, and then not have to worry about the VOD getting taken down. I still don't know what the wonkiness of the fucking pop of the OBS of the live split is about. It's like that on my stream too. It's not like an OBS something. I was gonna do a browse segment, but this is smacking me around a lot more than I thought it was. Okay, you do stack E-tanks in between game overs in this version, or this hack. It's not like vanilla, where you lose the ball when you game over. That Pippi is gonna be like a sleeper killer. That single Pippi makes Wily 6 as a stage, like, actually threatening. Especially with nerves. Side note, like, the only reason I put this on is because it's, like, just the first, like, decently long thing I could have thought of that wasn't gonna get, like, frame one shot for copyright when I download the VOD and upload it. Yeah, bouncing looks like it's gonna be so scary, and it's not even... Bouncing being, like, the main, like, attack of the last thing before final phase is so scary. The rest of phase 2 doesn't look that scary now that I have strats for it, but like bouncing is messed up. Damn, until phase 1. I thought I could whistle it. I thought I could whistle Freedom Motif. I am not built for that yet. Granted, I'm probably not good enough at whistling to like actually be able to like whistle a lot of stuff like on key that I'm gonna be listening to, but like that's just gonna be, it's not gonna be like, it's just gonna be me actually like messing up the whistling. It's not like an issue with like the actual like hearing the tone or anything. I just can't properly like whistle what I want to whistle. Okay, another phase 3. Okay, drops. Dashes. Dashes is also really scary, but it's not as scary as Shield Walk. Shield Walk is the scariest part of the entire game, probably. Because of stuff like that. That played out way better than it could have. Where the stop and the slide were like coincided enough to not instantly fuck me over, but like that attack can get like very sketchy. And like I said, it's an RNG check. Oh, that's basically. Yeah, phase 1 isn't that big of a deal anymore. I don't think I would die to it on it. I'm worried about phase 2 because of bouncing, and phase 3 because of like everything. Not as much drops, but like dashes and shield walk are like probably the 2 hardest attacks in the game. Like dashes is the hardest skill-based attack in the game, and then there's shield walk, which is just sometimes you can get RNG checked. Unfortunate. I think it's gonna be so hard to get consistent, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so hard. This is such a hard end game, dude. I genuinely feel like there's a world where like Wily 4 to end is like the same difficulty as 8 Robo. I think that's very much a possibility. I should probably make this a loop after this. Gap dive here. Okay, it's looped now, so I don't have to do anything when this ends. God, I forgot I have to go to the other corner. That first raindrop was so sketch. Why was it so close to me? How do you, like, start the loop again here? What? It should not be starting the loop again here. It should be starting the loop at, like, Jazzy NYC. Wait, what? It's... The video is saying that it's starting again at Jazzy NYC, and then it's just not. It's just playing... World Revolving. I'm just gonna play in silence. Conclusion. Dashes is like so hard. I think it gets consistent at some point, but like... Okay, I think the plan for Shield Walk is just jump over it as soon as you get the opportunity to jump over it. And then the slide as well. I forgot I was on my last life. I should just put on like actual Jazzy NYC 99 on like a loop or something. Just like loop real Jazzy NYC 99. This could save me. Actually, no. I've played too much Third Strike lately. I've heard. Let's go with like the real 1 second impact Jazzy NYC. Let's put second impact Jazzy NYC on loop. This is the method. This is the method. I really think I'm gonna try and do like a strat explanation video for this. Once I get it. I used to do like a live commentary for my things. Like after the fact, I would just watch it back, like put music over it, and then like talk about the grind and individual segments of the run. But I don't think that's viable for this because of the way the difficulty is like dispersed. It's like all concentrated in the boss fights, basically. And there's so much like stuff going into every boss fight that I don't think I could like reasonably explain it in the time it takes to beat the boss. Maybe I could set like an extra goal for 5 error. I was gonna like end right when I beat this anyway. So like, you're not missing much, but like bye anyway. I'm surprised I've been like doing this for like 2 hours. It has not felt like I've been playing this for 2 hours. That is probably at least partially because I ate dinner in the middle of this. Because I got like a high roll when we get dinner. So it was at like 6 p.m. instead of like 7:30 like I was half expecting it to be. It's legitimately a roll between like 6 p.m. and fucking like 8:30 in this house sometimes. It's crazy work. I almost just popped an E-tank forgetting that you automatically get a heal going into phase 3. I'll just pop my tanks on this attempt, I think. Okay. The shield, like, the getting rid of the shield is such a scary attack. It's not just the stop that's... and the stop the slide that are hard, it's also when he decides to get rid of the shield. Yep, jump over him. Because it gets rid of them so fast and you're still so close to him. I forgot to pop my tanks. Like, entirely. I just don't use tanks in these games. I'm probably gonna have to put like a solid like 50 hours into phase 3 alone just to figure out, like, to be able to, like, do it consistently. That's probably an exaggeration, but, like enough for it to be, like, nah, I am, like, completely shitting bricks whenever I get to phase 3. Enough for it to not just feel like malfunction in Humber FCS. Honestly, what if I break the Buster only rule for phase 3? What if I just let myself use weapons for phase 3? Wily only? That might still, like, be the hardest part of the run, because you still have to deal with... You still run the risk of having to deal with dashes and with shield walk. I keep saying it, but bouncing is so messed up. Genuinely. Drop seems a bit hard to, like, have an answer for every situation for. Like, this attack is so messed up. This attack is so messed up. It's already bad enough if it's just the dashes, and then you have the, okay, that is the worst case scenario for shield block, what just happened, where I jumped over him and then he stopped as I was jumping over. That will probably happen at least once in a good attempt. Does he always do I think, wait, oh, that's so messed up. That's so messed up when you're, like, barely out of range for a slide to connect, but you still think you're in range, so you try and, like, account for it, but you don't have to. I still don't... Oh, worst case scenario again. I won 1 ATAC. Reset. Clear the splits. Clear. Actually, I think just backspace best like that. Save splits, and now it is spreadsheet time. Let me change my OBS. Twitch. Where's the OBS scene? Okay, there's my desktop scene. Google Sheets. Okay, basic master 1.2 progress. You turn off the little hotkeys. Okay. Grind started. I'm gonna make it year, month, day, just for my own personal reasons. So XXXX. Total grind time 1:47:33 is what my live split is telling me. It's obviously going to be a little off. Like every grind hour count thing is a little off. So like, who cares? Started at 11:25:23. I haven't turned off the sheet. Or like, I have. It's a command, but I don't think it. I know AIU's seen it, but I don't think anyone else has seen it. So these are the main goals. Starting off with like a 14 segment and then cutting it down. Deathless run is the first, like. Actually, I should change that to deathless. E-tankless. Yeah, deathless tankless run. So no deaths, no heals. Sub 20 hit, sub 15 hit, sub 10 hit, 55 hit. All bosses 2 times in a row. all viable bosses three times in a row, so no Wily Machine, maybe no base. Doing this, I think base is a lot more, getting consistent at base is a lot more viable than I gave it credit for last night. So I think it's possible. And then, oh, I need to change these, the color of these, and add like a border. Wrong one. It's not. That's the wrong one. Right one. Okay, what is this? I don't have Google Sheets autism. Anyone with Google Sheets autism in the audience, please forgive me for my crimes against this program. Okay, it's fixed now. Full Wily Fortress is like the furthest I think I can go back, where it's like, oh, I should add like Wily 4 to end. I'll add Wily 4 to end. Wily 4 end. Those are like the two runs from later in the thing where I would like care about them. And then extra goals you have assess if this is like RTA viable or not. All bosses 3 times in a row, all viable bosses 5 times in a row, so no Wily Machine, no base. Wily 5 2 times in a row, back-to-back Wily entry. 1 hit. This becoming my longest video game grind, 250-hour grind, 500-hour grind. This is just like a for funsies thing, so like Snake or Ring 10 times in a row just for the fun of it. I forgot to take out this Wily 5 2 times in a row. I don't know why that's still here. Back-to-back Full Fortress? Hell no. And then I forgot to take that out. I am very bad at making sure my Google Sheets are not redundant. And then you have all the entries. Robot Masters are split up alphabetically because this is a buster only run, so you don't need to consider like when you get weapons or utilities or anything. So the rank doesn't really matter that much. And then Wily entries over here when we get to there. High Quant Spazar, epic backflip indeed.
I'm probably gonna wrap up stream now. I think that's the vibe.
I was gonna screw around on Magnum Bright Man, but it's like almost 7:30. Who's live right now that I can raid? Ooh, is he live? Is he live? Yeah, I am going to raid Izzy, I think. Unless anyone else is like catching my eye. Let me check my following list. No one jumping out at me. Actually, is there anybody doing any Mega Man stuff? Yeah. There's someone doing retro achievements, but I don't think that's... I don't know if I would want to like raid them for that. Is there like anyone else in the Mega Man 2 category besides me? Okay, no, it's just me. I think I'm just gonna raid Izzy then. Alright. Nathan's starting stream is cool. I'm just like... Izzy is like a smaller stream, so I feel like this is gonna do more. You know? Raid. Okay. Well, pretty solid day one. We got through everything, like running it through. Hope this goes pretty well, like in the future. And see ya.